All right, here we go. The big question. Have you tried intermittent fasting? Because if you haven't, I have 5 insanely awesome health benefits that are going to make you want to incorporate it like today. And if you've tried it and you either didn't like it or you couldn't quite get it to work for you, stick around for a couple minutes because I have some amazing information that is definitely going to help you be able to incorporate it so that nobody has to miss out on the absolutely beautiful health benefits that intermittent fasting brings. My name is Terrell and I am one of the coaches here at Beyond 40, and my job is to get you to your fat loss goals quickly. But my goal is to do it with you in optimal health, because that is truly where your world changes. And I 100% believe that intermittent fasting is part of optimal health, a huge part. So let's dig into these, because the number 1 is your growth hormone. We have heard all about this, right? But your growth hormone, it builds, it maintains, it repairs healthy tissue and cells. And this is you being healthy on a cellular level when you can have enough growth hormone to keep turning over healthy cells, okay? Also, your growth hormone plays a big role in the appearance of your skin. And I am 52 years old, so aging is coming on quick, and I love the benefits of intermittent fasting on my skin. I will tell you that I usually hit about a 14-hour fast every single day, and I try to stay within 12 to 14 just because of my age, and I'll explain that a little bit later. But now we're going to move on to number 2, because this is one where everybody kind of thinks the opposite, because intermittent fasting actually raises your metabolism, and most people think that it lowers your metabolism because you're not fueling your body. So you're not eating every 2 to 3 hours, so they think that you're going to have a lowered metabolic rate. Now I will tell you that what I call random eating will lower your metabolism, because often then we are in such a severe calorie deficit that it does lower our metabolism. But when intermittent fasting is done right, it raises your metabolism, because what it does is makes your body produce a hormone called norepinephrine, which is one of your fight or flight hormones, and it actually tells your body to release free fatty acids from your fat cells. And when this happens, this increases your metabolism. You are automatically going to have tons of energy, which is another thing that people think will happen when you fast, is that you will be low in energy. But you know what? Your body is so smart and so beautiful that it kicks in and does the actual opposite of that and gives you tons of energy. And the best part is it does it through free fatty acids. And I'll tell you what, I would like to burn through the fat. That would be my favorite thing to do. So now the next one, number 3, is definitely a long-term benefit to intermittent fasting, and that is increased insulin sensitivity and lowering insulin resistance. So this actually starts at hour 4, which is a really good reason why we love to ask you to have 4 to 5 hours in between your meals, because this little mini fast helps you on such a huge level control your insulin levels. And anytime that we can keep the sugar and the insulin really low in our bodies, and we can increase our insulin sensitivity, this is a huge factor in a long and healthy, active life. And again, that starts at about 4 hours. So just give that little break between your meals, 4 to 5 hours. It is absolutely perfect. Now, back to using our stored fuel for energy, it actually increases our glucagon. Our pancreas produces insulin and glucagon. Insulin is your hormone that is going to tell your body to store the energy that you have, and glucagon actually tells your body to use stored energy. So when your insulin levels drop, which is going to be just around that hour 4, your glucagon kicks in, and now your body is pulling stored energy out to use that to maintain your blood sugar levels. So this is also beautiful. Right now, we're going to go into number 5, which is huge and probably the most of the longevity benefits of intermittent fasting, and that is that it reduces oxidative stress. And we get oxidative stress from everything from too much sun exposure on our skin to cigarettes, alcohol, environmental pollution, sugary foods. It is easy for us to be in an overload of oxidative stress. And when we can reduce this, which intermittent fasting does, and it does it quickly, it reduces the risk of tons of diseases, and it slows aging because it protects our skin from the oxidative damage. So obviously, I love that one too. Now, let's get to that advice, because like I said before, your body produces a stress hormone called epinephrine or norepinephrine. And so when we have our kind of fight or flight hormones come in, it also results in elevated cortisol levels. So for my women out there, this is why, especially if you get into your mid to late 40s and coming up close to menopause, we want to make sure that we're reducing our fasting hour to between 12 and 14 hours. I don't really want you to go over that 14-hour mark, because as we hit menopause, our cortisol levels naturally rise. And for everybody that's alive, our cortisol levels rise as we age automatically anyway, but for women, it's pretty dramatic during menopause. And cortisol puts weight on our bellies, and does a lot of bad things, right? And so because of our already elevated cortisol levels, if we overfast, it can actually backfire. So for my women out there, I will literally beg you, do not go over that 14-hour fast. That 12 to 14 hours is your sweet spot, and I would stick to that every single day. For men, you can go up to 16 hours, 18 hours a day, and you're probably going to be just fine. But then I need you to make sure you are eating the appropriate amount of calories within that feeding window, because we don't want to become drastically low in calories. While we do need to be in a calorie deficit to reach our fat loss goals, a drastic one can have adverse effects. So we do not want to do that. Now, also when we're first learning or first implementing intermittent fasting, there can be an adjustment period, and it is not always easy to go from your body being used to saying, hey, we're just a little bit hungry, please feed us, and we give us a snack. Even if it's a healthy snack like almonds or something, we're still giving our body constant energy, and it never has to go searching for the stored energy. So what we want to do is just kind of cross that plane, right? And so there's an adjustment period, and sometimes it comes with hunger or some cravings. And so just know that this is about to come. Drink a little bit of extra water, go for a walk outside, just try to distract yourself until your body sets in to a new pattern of fasting. Now, I did make a video about cravings, and I'm going to go ahead and I will put the link in the comments, and that way you can hit it if you want. If you start to struggle with having cravings, it has some great information in there. Anyway, I hope this helps you be able to implement intermittent fasting, because to me, it is just one of the best ways, not just to look good and feel good, but to be able to do that in a very long, extended life. So anyway, drop me a comment. Let me know if you've tried it. Let me know if you have any tricks that will help somebody else. Anyway, thanks for watching so much, and I'll see you next time.